Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United version. And today we're talking about the post-match analysis between Man United and Brentford. Man United 3, Brentford City. Brentford United, we got Brentford United 1. United coming back with 3 goals in the second half, and that was able to kill the game. But the good thing was a young starlet scored a goal today, and it was very impressive. Today we're joined with Adam from Australia. Adam, welcome to the show, mate.
Hey, buddy. Hello, everyone.
How are you? Right,
Yeah,
you
good.
saw the game. You liked it. The first half was a bit. They had one chance that the guy had to use his leg to block it. United were, I think they're still looking for themselves in the first half. So when the goal started to flow, the first goal from ELANGA, how did you feel?
Oh, well, I was listening to it on. I have our Optus going, well, Optus Sport show it on out here, and I have that going on my Bluetooth speaker at work. So I was quite stressed in the first half, listening to what was going on and stuff like that. And the worst part about it is the builder that I'm working for at the moment. He's a Man City supporter.
Oh God.
So it wasn't making the first 45 minutes easier to listen to. That's for
No,
sure.
I can imagine.
Yeah, yeah. Look, just a quick brief on the first half. I actually thought we weren't too bad. As much as Brentford should have taken their chances, I thought their finishing was poor, but De Gea was up to making the saves.
Yeah.
So it wasn't anything that we didn't expect. I thought Brentford come out 100 miles an hour, and I thought they just, again, another lesson for our team. They need to be on the money straight from the word go. So in saying that, I thought McTominay in the first half was still okay, and Fred, yes, he was turning the ball over that little bit, and ELANGA was again a shining light with Bruno trying to connect with Ronaldo back in the middle, which Bruno looks so good back in the middle. I'm glad Ranić's credit to Ranić, who's simplified the team, and and then that first goal, it was a beautiful ball by Fred over the top. Because at half time on our committee chat, there was a bit of talk about, not from me per se, but from other members there, that were talking about Fred not playing well and same old stories. But that pass was an absolute peach, and
I would expect that from a Pogba, not from Fred.
Yeah, that's it. And to Fred's credit, he was really trying to get into the attack quite early, but I think he was probably trying to get forward too quick at times instead of trying to work with McTominay there in the first half. He was trying to get the ball forward too quick. Sometimes you just got to build a little bit between the back line and those sixes to go forward. And I thought we were trying to do that too quick because Brentford were, on us so quick, not only in attack but in defence as well, as soon as they turned the ball over. Right. So, to Ranić's credit at half time, we all give him a bit of stick in the last game. And look, I know it's they do say only Brentford, but they've started the Premier League quite well, even though they're in 14th, and
drew with Liverpool.
They've got a really smart manager as well. So, De Gea again making 3 really good saves. As much as I thought Brentford didn't take their opportunities, you got to give De Gea credit for his positioning again. I've watched a lot of goalkeeping training, and I've watched a lot of goalkeepers, having a member of my family as a goalkeeper, and De Gea's positioning. I'm sure he must have been a futsal keeper when he was a kid, because the foot saves are big in futsal. De Gea definitely. I'd love to, when he brings a book out, I can't wait to get it, because I want to know what he did when he was a kid, because his foot saves are phenomenal. His positioning in the box is brilliant, and now he's added today. He came for the ball a couple of times as well, and took the pressure right off United when they really needed it. So I'm not going to bag United today, because they won 3-1. Okay, we copped a reasonably late goal where they switched off a bit, and I was really pleased with the win. I've got to admit, when we scored, ELANGA scored the first goal, the whole building site heard me, And then when we scored the second, they heard me again, and the third, they heard me again. You know, I was really excited. We spoke the other day about, you know, I had a feeling United would be really positive in this game. And as much as a lot of people were saying United were very poor in the first half, not having a shot on goal, I took it upon myself to go and watch the first half again. And
it wasn't bad. It just
it
wasn't
that bad. I'm just glad Brentford never scored.
Yes.
Because it would have been a different story, that's for sure.
So the goals, out of the 3 goals, which was the best to you?
Well, it's, you know, you had 3 academy boys score, so it was really good. And you know what? The second goal was due to the press again.
Yeah.
So it was really good to see that press
When
come
Ronaldo
into
laid
play.
it onto Bruno and Bruno to Mason, that
the
was just
chest
great.
and stuff like that. It was really good. You know, you want to see goals like that. You know, I don't want to see as much as, you know, everyone talks about United. You know, you need a player to pull something out of the bag. Today, I thought the 3 goals were very good team goals. You know, so yeah, I'm upbeat. I'm really, really pumped, you know, about today's result. You know, I want to, you know, I hope this is something that we can build on, and I hope they go back and look at it and just go, yes, that worked well. That worked well. You know, look, Rashford's goal I really enjoyed because I think everyone's a fan of Rashford and they want to see Rashford succeed.
Right.
So it was really good to see Rashford score, and it was a really good goal as well.
I was just talking to that, and someone said, right, it's the English press is covering Rashford's goal. None of them talk about Elanga's goal. So I'm thinking, am I missing something here, or am I not missing something?
They're covering Rashford's goal because, you know, he's a bit of a golden boy for England and, well, for English people for what he's done. And, you know, and I really hope it's good press for him, you know, because he has been copping and bagging. Not from me, that's for sure. I mean, I did say he did have a couple of bad games after the pod we did. But, you know, I'm a fan of Rashford and I really want to see him succeed. And I'm sure 90% of Manchester United fans do want that, you know. Everyone wants to see every player succeed, I suppose.
But I was just more proud. I was more proud for ELANGA today for some reason. I was just so proud for him.
No, look, he deserved his goal 100%. And he worked hard for it.
He worked hard for it to get into that position. You know,
keep going, sorry.
In the first half, he made some good runs, but didn't come up. But I want people to start to look at him like, is he the guy who's going to be playing on the left? Because he's quick. He's no turtle. He's quick. I think he's gonna push Rashford and Martial if whatever how.
Well, I definitely think you're 100% right. He's definitely cemented his spot there at the moment. You know, and he worked well with Tellez.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You know, look, early Tellez in the first few minutes, he had a bit of a bad touch there and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, here we go. You know, after rewatching it, you know, even though I knew the result. You know, he had a couple of poor touches early in the game, first 5 minutes or so. But that's been the norm for our team. We don't start well in the first 10 minutes.
No.
You know, we never do, which is something I'm sure Rangnick's going to work on. And Tellez and just really worked well down with ELANGA. You know, and ELANGA 1v1, I love seeing that. And that's what I want to see out of Sancho. You know, that 1v1, you know, I want to see that. Take on a player. McTominay today, I've always said it on this podcast about McTominay. When he's driving the ball forward, the team succeeds. And the second half proved that. You know, he was beating, his footwork was beating 2 and 3 players there at one stage. You know, so, you know, I mean, other people, it's just one-on-one here at the moment, just talking. And I'm sure the other boys that get on the pod have probably got a little bit of a different opinion. But, you know, after rewatching that second half again, I thought McTominay was absolutely brilliant in that 6th position. In the second half, and he tried in the first half.
When you saw when you saw Maguire not in the team, Luke Shaw not in the team, what was going through your mind at that point? Because Maguire's on the bench. What were
Yeah,
you thinking?
I was happy with it. I said it yesterday. I said it on our pod for the what was it, post game after Villa. I said I don't think Maguire will be in the team. I think he's lost his spot because I think Lindelof and Varane are starting to create a bit of a partnership.
Right.
Even though, look, early in that game, they did look weak, but I feel in that early period, it's always United's weakest time.
Yeah, look, vulnerability is obvious.
They are. They're very vulnerable at the start of the game, and it's quite scary, to be honest with you. Yeah, I just think they need to shore that up. You know, that midfield needs to work harder at the beginning of the game. Those 2 6s need to work their arse off, so there's not so much pressure on our 3 and 4. So
100%.
And that block of 4 there really needs to sort that out. I don't know whether they need to talk it out a lot better, and because at the end of the day, it was poor finishing from Brentford. But if you're coming up against Chelsea, if you're coming up against City or Liverpool in that area of the pitch that early,
they'll bury you.
You're in trouble. They're going to bury those.
We saw that at Old Trafford. We were buried. So yeah.
There's
no point in saying if it was them, they will bury it. We've already been buried with them twice this season. So.
Yeah, look, the longer that game was going to be 0-0, I was confident United was going to eventually score. So at 2-0, I've got to admit, at 2-0, I went, this game's definitely not over. And that's not due to us scoring. I was still worried about Brentford. Yeah, I was hoping for his clean sheet.
I said 2-0. So at 2-0, I said, okay, maybe my comfort then. I said, damn it, 3-1. I'll take 3-1. So this is game 1 of 2 games in hand. The next game in hand is Brighton. Currently, the table reads United are in 7th. They are on the same points with Arsenal, who have a game in hand on United. Spurs, you won't believe this. Spurs have 3 games in hand.
Shit.
I know, right? And they are.
Look, it's a big game this weekend against West Ham.
Yeah, that's a big game.
It's a massive game. It is a huge game this weekend. Like,
if we could get 3 points
today, we need to back up and go on a bit of a run now.
That'd be great if we could get those 3 points.
We need those 3 points this weekend. Look, if you were to talk about one negative in the game, and I'm sure you know what I'm going to talk about, is Ronaldo coming off and questioning why he was subbed. And I've got to give Ralph Rangnick credit here. He sat Ronaldo down and he explained to him he didn't want to make the same mistake as last week. He wanted to shore up his defence and bring the extra player on in the backs. And Ronaldo's can't. In my opinion, he's bitching out for no reason. It's not about Ronaldo. It's about this team. And the sooner Manchester United, even supporters, realise it's not about Ronaldo, the better.
He knows that. He knows that. He just does kind of player who wants to play all the time. It's one of those.
It can't happen.
He can't, but he has to understand he can't, even though
exactly.
He can.
That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not bagging him because he's come off and complained that he's come off. It's a lesson for him to learn that Manchester United's at a stage in their this year that we've got a lot of young players that need to learn. And
remember who used to come off for United? He used to throw a strop. I can't remember who was.
As a player, no one wants to come off. Mate, I used to blow up all the time whenever I got subbed. He used to shit me up the wall,
He used to give I think it was under Jose Mourinho. I can't remember. He used to, oh God, what's his name now? He never liked coming off. When he saw his number.
You see it all the time. And I've got to give Ralph Rangnick credit. And that's sort of my thinking here. It's not more about Ronaldo. It's more about Ralph Rangnick going, I'm learning from the last game. I'm going to bring me five players, defensive backs, to shore up this game, even though they did cop a goal. But yeah, But credit to him. He brought Matic
But
on. He brought Maguire on,
you
and
know, Saturday's a bigger game than this one. We just that we needed this to build the game momentum for Saturday.
100%. That's what I'm
So
saying. Yeah,
we need
we
to
need
be,
these teams in that top four to start dropping out.
yeah,
Chelsea's on a bit of a slack run at the
yeah.
moment after having a draw,
Did you
and which
know
is
Liverpool are leading, Man City are leading Liverpool 11 points. I didn't know it was that big a gap.
yeah, it's 11 points now. Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah,
Liverpool
yeah.
not Man City are done. You know that, right? I don't see Liverpool catching up. Do you see Liverpool catching up?
Not while the African nations is on. There's still another week or so to go with that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they could clearly drop points again. I'm not sure. I think Chelsea got Tottenham this weekend or something like that. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. I'm not sure what the game is this weekend.
We got West Ham on Saturday.
Yeah, so I think there's some really big games this weekend. Yeah, look.
Now, we've all enjoyed the 3 points against Brentford away. Apparently, that was United's 300th away victory in Premier League history.
Yeah,
First into
Chelsea Tottenham this weekend. So you got Chelsea Tottenham this weekend. You got United West Ham. So that top four is going to change big time this weekend.
It will.
The top six. The top six you should there. Leicester lost today, and you got Arsenal versus Birmingham. So Birmingham versus Burnley. Yeah.
Burnley.
Yeah. So
I think they'll beat Burnley easily.
Yeah.
Burnley
and City's playing Southampton. So
3 points.
Yeah.
Who Liverpool playing?
Liverpool got Palace, which anything can happen in that game. I
can see Palace causing an upset there.
Yeah.
Right.
So Liverpool should get the points, but there's some exciting games this weekend. So
yep. So
that's it.
Against West Ham at Old Trafford on Saturday. What's your predicted score, mate?
Oh, geez. Yeah, look, after today's game, I really want to see. I want to see the first half of the Aston Villa game
and the second
half of this game be put together and have a full 95 minutes. I'm not going to say 90 minutes. I'm going to say 95 minutes. Yeah, I want to see that. I'm pumped. I was excited with what I saw again when I watched it again.
So the score you're predicting will be?
The score. Look, I still think we'll concede.
No clean sheet.
It's hard. Better teams, top four teams. You can't let players through the middle as we did. So Brentford really should have been a couple up at half time. Honestly, Jensen should have put him away, and he'd be killing himself right now.
Yeah,
not putting those away. So look, I'm going to stick with United, and I think if United can get the first goal again, I think they'll go on with it. And the crowd will get behind them again. And I think look, my favourite scoreline this year has been 3-1. So I backed United 2-1 in my tipping comp, and they won 3-1. So I'm happy with the 3-1 again against West Ham. I think we'll do West Ham. I think they're a little bit of an overrated team.
Okay.
And I think I'm hoping that we're underrated at the moment.
Right. So, who was your man of the match for today's game?
Look, if you were to do a 3-2-1 system, you've got McTominay really drove the team today. I thought he drove it really well for those goals.
Right.
De Gea again, you've got to give points for keeping us in the game. Because that's been my thing all the time. Without De Gea, we don't stay in these games. So, but I'll probably mix it up. I'll give De Gea 2 points, and I'd give McTominay the 3. Just because I thought even in the first place he was trying to drive us forward. Even though there was a bit of ball turnover and there was a couple of really good intercepts there as well to turn over to create the goals. So, as far as I'd give ELANGA. The goal, 1 point for the goal. You know,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Well,
something different. You know.
we can't wait for the can't wait enough. Can't wait quick enough for the West Ham game to come. That's in
Yeah.
3 days.
Who's your man of the match? Because people got different opinions. Who's your man of the match?
I'm gonna give it to Gea because
Yeah.
the Gea doesn't make those saves. The result will be completely different. I'll
He
give
did
it.
get it. He did get it from United, didn't he?
Right.
He got. I
I
think he
thought
did. Yeah.
of the 3 goals, I prefer the second goal. The way it went from Ronaldo to Bruno and to Messi, it was just like pam, 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 boom, go.
Yeah.
I like the play, the interchange.
Yeah. They interchange. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean that is a good thing. Look, I with Mason Greenwood, I love watching him. And I'll give him credit on the second goal. Yeah, second goal with Greenwood. He was sprinting to keep up with Bruno.
Yeah.
I was very surprised at Bruno's pace, to be honest with you. He was sprinting to get there to make sure he was an option for Bruno. And to Bruno's credit,
He passed.
He passed. And that's what you want to see. All the good teams pass off. They all pass off. They make it a team goal. And that's what I enjoy the most out of probably today is that goal being passed off. Even Elanga's header at one stage, and Ronaldo too. He passed off today. He passed off today as well. So all those great Barcelona teams, they always.
Oh yeah,
I'm
great
that excited. I'm
goal.
starting to get an itchy throat. They all passed off. They didn't care who scored. They all passed off just to get the result. And that's what I was very excited about today when it came to all our goals.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so you predicted You're predicting 3-1 against Aston Villa on Saturday.
West Ham.
Sorry, against West Ham on Saturday, 3-1.
Yeah,
I'm
excited, so I've got to say that.
I'm going to say 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1.
Yeah, okay.
2-1.
That's probably more realistic, but yeah.
Just in case we go all go crazy, 2-1.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I don't see a clean sheet. I don't see a clean sheet at all. I think we're going to concede a goal at home.
No, we won't keep a clean sheet.
Considering it's at home, we're going to concede a goal at home.
I still think, look, you can't. Maguire, I think, on the outer at the moment. And, the thing about it, not outer, but I'm just saying on the bench. The other thing I was happy with today was the armband was not handed to Maguire. I don't know if you didn't know, you noticed that. Yes. It wasn't handed to him. So, look, Reveiw's making some changes.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Did you read in the papers he wants Shaw, Maguire, and Wan-Bissaka replaced? Did you read that in the papers?
I saw a little bit of it, but I try and stay away from the newspapers because it's like anything with United. There's so many stories, with Manchester United, and you don't know what to believe. And like I've said to you before, I try and bring my own opinions to the pod, and my views to the pod, whether they're right or wrong. I like to feel the game the way I see the game.
Right.
I try not to read too much into it, and I do get a lot of headlines sent to me. And I often do have a quick glance at some media that I do trust. So, but yeah, look, if he replaces them, if he sells them, he's got to replace them. You can't just sell them and not replace them, can you?
No.
Because otherwise you got Tellez and Delo there that need to be pushed. Right. Unless they bring back Brandon Williams, Brandon Williams or something like that. But you need. I'm just saying you need someone to push our current left and right back, don't you? Yes. So it was no different to when Wan-Bissaka and Shaw were consistently playing.
We could always bring Ashley Young.
Mate, you ask people in my supporters club what I think of Ashley Young. Holy shit, mate!
Oh God, that would be a discussion for another show. That guy was on another level, mate. God, he was poor.
Look, he did his job for United, but it just went on too long.
Too long, mate. That's an understatement.
It just went on too long. So, but look, you got it today. Look, even. When United, this is the kind of podcast I love because when United play as well as they did in the second half, there's not much to talk about. You just got to be positive. And even in the first half, like you're reading headlines like it was the worst first half ever. It was terrible. It wasn't that bad. If they had again, we have a world-class goalkeeper. You expect him to make those saves.
Yes.
Right? This is why he plays for Manchester United.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care anyone. I've seen Schmeichel play. I've seen who else? Van der Sar, and they were very good keepers. Van der Sar I loved. Schmeichel I loved. But De Gea, for me, he's growing. He's growing as a goalkeeper.
Very good shot stopper. I'm noticing.
That's right.
That.
And it's a different type of game these days. It's a different type of game.
Yeah.
I don't know whether, you look at Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel is more his old man. Okay, he does do the foot saves and stuff like that, but they're not as consistent as De Gea.
Yes.
He's world class. If he's not probably the best keeper at the moment in the world, not that I look at too many other keepers, there can't be too many around as good as him at the moment.
That's right.
So
right. Yeah. So we will be doing our match preview for the game against West Ham on Saturday.
Just say the Hammers.
Against the Hammers. So we'll do that Friday night. We'll do that's going to. And when are you and Emad getting your stuff together, getting your stuff ready for next week? Make your debut?
Well, Emad's going away, so he's going away. But I did say next week to him. So he's going away on the 28th, I think he said. So what date is it today? So I said to him, we'll talk next. We'll definitely do something next week. So
all right.
Yeah. So, we need something to disastrous to go wrong for us to. We'll just talk about United and get excited and we Emad's excited about doing a couple of things, and I've even spoken to other people, and so
there might be some big news during the week.
That's it.
We could also talk about the West Ham game. So there's always something to talk about United.
That's it. Something. Yeah, so we'll leave it till next week, and we'll definitely do something next week.
Surprise us, surprise us.
I will, 100%.
All right, bro. We've come to the end of the show, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We have come to the end of the show with Adam, and Adam has given us his analysis of the game. 3 points, as it stands, 3 points, 3 goals, and it's one of the games that we have got in hand. We've got that one out. The other game in hand is against Brighton. Hopefully, we could also win that game as well. But we're going to play West Ham on Saturday, and we need 3 points. I'm always worried about United's home games than the away games. See what I mean?
Yeah.
I get a bit. I think it's like, remember when Ole used to say, "Oh, we need the crowd. We need the crowd. We missed the crowd." When the crowd got there, he literally fumbled in front of the crowd. See what I mean? Man kept saying, we missed the crowd. When the crowd, all 6,000 were watching you, you literally fumbled, mate.
Look,
you better be careful what you wish for.
One thing United fans have got to realise, under Rangnick, we've lost one game in the Premier League. We've lost one. And we can sit here and bag this player, bag that player. We can bag Rangnick, he's only lost one game so far in the Premier League. So, we've probably got to give him a little bit of slack after last week. We did go a bit harsh on him and say, is he the right person?
I think he's the right guy. I think he just needs more time, man. After 7 games, I feel a bit too harsh on him.
I'm going to give him credit for changing things around, because he did see that the 2-2 wasn't working, and and he's changed it. You've got to give a manager credit for that. Especially he can go back. He can be arrogant and he can turn around and go, no, I'm going to practice this system. I want to do this system. A big change over the last couple of weeks in the 245 minutes that they've just played is he's brought Bruno back into the middle, and that's massive. And the other part that I noticed today was Ronaldo dropping out and ELANGA coming in, and that just because everyone's so focused on Ronaldo, no matter where Ronaldo goes, he can drag a player out. So that's huge. That's a big part of the game. So you can see that little technical ability that Rangnick has got. So, I say to people, go and have another look at it, and you watch those little details that Ranić put into today's game. And,
Right.
At halftime, I'm glad I don't know whether he had a Stern talking to him or what, but he definitely earned the dollars today for that second half, and credit to him for taking Ronaldo off and bringing Rashford on for that little period. And Rashford got his goal, and as soon as he made that sub, look, if that was Fergie, everyone would be turning around going, that's a super sub. He scored the goal, and he did. He scored it within a couple of minutes of Ronaldo coming off. And, credit to him today.
Right. Yeah, we shall see what happens during this week. We're definitely going to hear news about Maguire being dropped. Sure, you're going to hear the news. It's going to be. It's always the case of, oh, how could Maguire be coming off on the bench? We're going to hear more. So we'll see how this thing plays out this whole week. But stay tuned, follow the channel, and we're on all the social medias. I will give you all the information we can get, and give you all the content we can create for the United issue this week. Leading up to the game against West Ham on Saturday. I just hope we win. It's not going to be an easy game. I know it's not going to be an easy game, but I hope we can roll through West Ham, get 3 points, because what we need now is just 3 points, Well, Adam, it's an absolute pleasure once again. Catch up with you during the week, and we'll take it from there, matey. So,
no problem.
3 points today, 3 goals. Not complaining, mate. I'm not complaining at all.
Come on.
Come on, United. See you guys. See you tomorrow, mate. You take it easy.
See you, mate.
Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.